Okay, let's jump into this deep dive. Our source today is quite something, a big collection of Charlie Munger's talks from shareholder meetings spanning 1987 all the way to 2022. A real heavy book of wisdom.
That's right. Wesco Financial and Daily Journal meetings.
Yeah, exactly. And you probably know Munger as Warren Buffett's partner, right? Buffett always said Munger helped him evolve, made him richer.
Absolutely. Though Munger's famous for just saying, I have nothing to add at the Berkshire meeting.
Ah, right. But this book shows when he was chairman elsewhere, he actually talked. A lot. Very candidly, too.
And that's our mission here, really, to unpack the insights from this source. It's Munger, unfiltered, over decades. A really comprehensive look.
So one thing that jumps out right away, Munger himself said he thinks he's more popular in China than in LA. How does that work?
Yeah, that's quite a statement. And it seems it's not just about the billions. His life story. It had real hardship.
Like what?
Well, his family went bankrupt when he was just 5. He worked from age 6, dropped out of college for World War II, lost his young son to leukemia, his first marriage failed, that he had a large family to support. It wasn't easy.
Wow, I didn't realize the extent of it.
Right. So his later success, built through learning and hard work, it's seen as this incredible script reversal. And that resonates.
Okay. And there's a specific Chinese concept people apply to him.
Yes, Shanghai Shihun. Roughly, it means having both business smarts, the Shanghai, and a scholar's soul, the Shihun.
A scholar's soul. Interesting. So it's how he made his money.
Exactly. The idea is his success came from wisdom, self-improvement, investing. Sort of clean methods, not shady deals or, crooked paths. And the Shihun part connects to his discipline. Simple living despite the wealth-flying economy, same old house. Philanthropy, his admiration for Confucian ideas like moderation, lowering expectations, constant learning to sort of deserve what you want. These values hit home strongly in China.
So how did this discipline, the scholar's soul, shape his actual principles for success?
Well, he kept saying success wasn't about super high IQ, but mastering a few key mental methods. 2 phrases pop up constantly. Walk the high road and pursue rationality.
Okay, walk the high road. What did that mean in practice?
Basically, do things the right way, the straightforward way. In investing, it meant buying good companies, real value, not just speculating on complex stuff. He called derivatives financial weapons of mass destruction.
Intense phrase. Why?
Because of the leverage, the hidden risks. He saw it as gambling, not owning something productive. And in business, the high road meant creating real value. Like Costco selling good stuff cheap, or Daily Journal making useful, if unglamorous, court software. Hard, but valuable.
Right. And the second one, pursue rationality.
Yeah, and he had tools for that. Big ones were inversion and multidisciplinary thinking.
Inversion, what's that? Like thinking backwards?
Sort of. It's actively trying to disprove your own ideas. His famous quote is, all I want to know is where I'm going to die, so I'll never go there. So instead of asking, how can I be happy? Ask what guarantees misery. And avoid that. Want a strong business? Study failure. It forces you to see risks.
That makes sense. And multidisciplinary thinking.
Learning the big ideas from different fields, physics, psychology, history, engineering. Not just your own specialty. Avoid being the man with a hammer seeing only nails.
But you still need to be good at your main job.
Oh, absolutely. Right. He stressed specialization first. But then spend maybe 10–20% of your time learning crucial concepts from other areas, like evolution for business cycles or psychology for biases. It gives you a better view of reality.
So applying this to investing, you said he influenced Buffett away from just buying cheap stuff.
Big time. Munger pushed Buffett from cigar butt, investing, buying awful companies cheap for one last puff towards buying excellent companies, even if they cost more, and holding them, like See's Candies. Focus on quality.
And he added his own twists.
Yeah, he emphasized concentration and loyalty.
Concentration, like putting your eggs in fewer baskets.
Exactly. He believed you only find a few truly great investments. When you do, bet big. His own portfolio was super concentrated. Berkshire, Costco, his China holdings via Lilu.
And loyalty. Just holding forever.
Pretty much. Extreme loyalty to those chosen companies for decades. You see it reading the book year by year. His trust in Lilu, who he called a Chinese Warren Buffett, is part of that too.
Which brings us back to China, fishing where the fish are.
Right. He felt China offered more value than the crowded U.S. market. Faster growth, stronger companies, in his view. BYD was a key example he held for ages, admiring the founder, Wang Chuanfu.
But there's a catch for us today.
Yes, a crucial one. He repeatedly said investing is harder now. Those great companies he bought were much, much cheaper back then. He might not buy them at today's prices.
So what's his advice for most people now?
He was very clear. Low-cost index funds are probably the best bet for most people today. Very pragmatic.
It's amazing how consistent he was. What about recent topics in the last few years of the talks?
Quick hits. Hated Bitcoin, called it antisocial, useful for crime, wanted it banned. EVs, believed they were coming, favored them over hydrogen.
And Tesla, Musk.
Said he'd never buy, never short, called Musk a genius, but maybe overconfident. IQ 190, thinks it's 250. You get that, quote, never underestimate the man who overestimates himself.
Wow. This book really does give you Munger straight, consistent thinking over decades.
It really does. And lots of practical gems, too, like happiness, lower your expectations, learning, never stop or the world passes you by. Use your best hours for yourself.
Good advice.
And getting rich slowly is okay,
Yeah.
but enjoyable. Quick wealth often leads to trouble. Patience, reading, waiting for opportunity. That was his game.
So a final thought for you listening. Think about Munger's ideas, walking the high road, pursuing rationality, maybe trying inversion on a problem. How could just one of those change how you look at things this week? Something to consider.